dog, for real. And I remember the conversation we had with Coach Palmer, and you told me he's going to be back here. Not only just back here, Coach, you promised me a championship, and now I promise you a championship, Coach. I love you, dog, for real. I love you, Coach. And you're going to be back here again, but you got to get this one.
Jackson, Mississippi, home of the HBCU national champs. How did this happen, you may ask? Well, let's go back to the beginning.
TC Taylor, it's his time, belongs to the Jackson.
It's been great to be back in camp. We're going on week 3 right now. You know, got a good football team here in place. The guys been competing at a high level. You know, got close to probably about 104 guys right here on campus right now. But just a good carryover from how hard the guys been working all summer long. They've been doing a great job of it. We got some really explosive players on both sides of the ball, just working with the chemistry now. You know, new coaches here on both sides of the ball as well. But been a great camp thus far.
Got a man open, it's caught, it's Wells, corner, end zone, touchdown, Warhawks.
Jackson State started their season off going to UNL Monroe. The Tigers didn't have their best outing. Tied the game early with a few explosive plays before getting outscored 17-0 to end the game.
Touchdown gives the Warhawks the lead with 14 seconds left here. Gonna throw for the first time tonight.
I like it.
Fade into the end zone. It is caught after the ricochet for a touchdown. Javon Campbell, he'll take all 6 of those.
All white with the blue helmets. High kick, and it is
headed back to Mississippi for their home opener.
Lane picks it up.
Jackson State scheduled Lane in front of 27,000 fans.
Taking it to the 10.
The Tigers went on a 58-0 run through the first 3 quarters to secure their first win of the season.
McCoy will call his own number. McCoy across midfield. He's still running. McCoy at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Jackson State. Cameron McCoy. First down from the Lane 28-yard line. McCoy firing in the end zone. A man open.
After rolling over Lane, Jackson State matches up against another SWAC power. Southern comes to town to stop the momentum brewing in Mississippi, but Tigers handles business, 33-15.
A good one. It was, like you said, a physical football game. We've been preaching physicality all year long, and for my football team to come out and respond like that, you know.
Heading to Louisiana for the second time this year, Jackson State faces off with Grambling, another SWAC foe. The Tigers get punched in the mouth early with explosive plays from Grambling offense. But like all great teams, they respond with explosive plays of their own. After some back and forth in the third, Grambling closes the games with a 20-0 run, giving the Tigers their second loss of the season.
I don't want penalties. I want a good, clean football game. No turnovers. No turnovers. No penalties. Play hard. Play with great effort. And have fun. That's what it's all about today. Redemption week. Big redemption week. I see it in your eyes right now. Let's go get it. Everybody understand?
And redemption they received. Still on the road visiting Texas Southern, TC Taylor Tigers roll, winning 43-14 to get that momentum back and get a conference win. 83 total points. Starting off October with a shootout, these two high-powered offenses put on a show for the crowd. The Tigers, 45, Alabama and A&M, 38. Jackson State hangs on after A&M put together a late-game surge, making the Tigers 2-0 in conference heading into the bye week.
Go get him, D-line. Go get him. Jonas, wide out.
Just before the play clock expires, Richardson is popped back and loose. The ball is out, picked up by Jackson State, and oh boy.
Coming out of the bye week, showing no rust, Jackson State take care of Florida A&M in front of 29,000 fans.
The transfers he lost after Deion Sanders left as their coach. And
looking for the fourth win in a row, the Tigers head down to Daytona Beach, Florida, not to dip their feet in the water, but to dominate. Their second half finishing with a 27-0 run, similar to what other teams did to them early in the year. That cost them games.
Rolling right, steps up. Nobody's been sacked today. This will be the first one. He just got a shot of Raymond Woody Jr., the coach at Bethune, going around the left side. There's that man again. There's Mr. Mulligan, still on his feet. Correction, that is not Mulligan. That's Tarvis Terrell, the freshman, who's been doing a great job. He's one of the top returners.
Morgan gets it to Irv Mulligan. Mulligan out in the open field.
Entering the back half of the season, Jackson State is now in the groove, winning their last 4 games and scoring 35 or more in each matchup. That did not end here though. Tigers dominate from start to finish, winning 41-3 to continue their win streak.
And the Jackson State defense for Jackson State University. A lot by Dupree. He gets out to the 20-yard line. Dupree in it for the corner. And it's a touchdown for Jackson State University.
Terrell back to receive it. Very dangerous man. Has a couple of touchdowns on kickoff return.
TC Taylor not only has his guys playing great offense, but their defense has been flying around and stopping opponents. Mississippi Valley State scored 14 early points before not being able to put another point on the board the rest of the day. 51-14 was the final score, and this win gets them that much closer to chance at the SWAC title.
Got that right. Irv Mulligan.
There's Mulligan.
Still on his feet.
Still on his feet.
He is an animal.
And there's
wide open.
He's going to go all the way. Taking a ball game, a loss of 12 yards. Make it 10 yards.
Wow. Unbelievable. It looks like he caught that between his legs, Charlie.
Well, let's look at it.
It was right in front of me, and it looked like a circus move. The quarterback was hit.
After a hard-fought matchup against Alabama State, winning 16-10, the Tigers clinched the SWAC East and will host the SWAC Championship in 2024. But an after-game scuffle occurs.
Coach Taylor and Coach Robinson, 2 guys who told us this week they have nothing but respect and love for each other and what they're doing for their respective programs, especially since they are leading their alma maters. And Tyler, this is something you never want to see. I understand that things can get a little shaky between whatever. Oh, man, I hate to see this, seriously.
Yeah, it's a chippy matchup.
Absolutely, and people are letting their feelings get the best of them in this situation. God, I hate to see that there are more fisticuffs going on.
This scuffle resulted in 7 Jackson State players being suspended.
You You do not want to get players suspended. And of course, as we look at the video here, the SWAC officials will take a look at this entire video.
After last week's tight win, Jackson State bounces back in a major way, going to Alcorn State's house and jumping to a 27-7 lead at halftime. Tigers finished the regular season 10-2 with a chance to win the SWAC title.
To answer your question, it feels great. It feels great, but that's not the end goal for us. I told the team that was just one trophy. We got an opportunity to get a SWAC championship and a national championship, so we're going to keep going. But that does feel good, to have that trophy hoisted in the locker room, and I feel good for the players and the fans, because they've been there, through this entire season, this entire grind. It's been a long season, and it went fast, but it hadn't went fast, with all the stuff we've dealt with the injuries and stuff, and just finding a way to be East champs, especially when you pick third in the to finish third in the conference like that. It's a huge accomplishment.
The handoff.
The SWAC championship. We here, and it's a rematch. Jackson State versus Southern. We've seen it once before, September 14, when Jackson State won 33-15. But this one had a slow start from both teams until Southern scored their first touchdown.
Into the end zone. Just like that.
But it was quickly followed up right before half by the Tigers with a touchdown of their own.
Getting away, flag comes out even though the crowd erupts.
McDonald on the carry.
And so that's Amari Matthews in. He tries.
And from here on out, it was virtually only Jackson State's game, capping off their season with a 41-13 victory over Southern to win the SWAC title, which also means a berth to the Cricket Celebration Bowl in Atlanta.
Handoff, call your own number, take off on the edge.
Instead, the big guy, Irv Mulligan, oh my goodness, muscles his way into the end zone.
All season long, can they repeat? And something tells me you're 100. You're going to have something to say about that.
Loses the football after the reception, and Jackson State comes up with it. In the backfield, he flanks out of motion. And Zy McDonald all the way up the middle, and Zy McDonald is trying to get around, and he's in. Terrell on the carry, slips through. Terrell keeps on going, and then he's popped on his way out.
Jackson State has been to the Celebration Bowl before, but has never won. These players and coaches have a chance to be named the HBCU national champs and etched in college football history. Beautiful afternoon in Atlanta, Georgia. December 14, 2024. It will be the second meeting between these two teams in the Celebration Bowl. Jackson State versus South Carolina State. To start the game, both defenses came to play. Very little offensive movement by other teams, which leads to a South Carolina State punt. And to receive is one of the most explosive players in the country.
Terrell awaiting to receive this. Quickly into the hands of Terrell. Out of ATL. And look at it. Travis Terrell. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen.
But with a flag on the play, it brings Jackson State back.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, return team, number 11. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul, first down.
Offense on there and play ball hogs, but the defense has to create some chaos.
Amari Matthews State.
And even after the penalty, Jackson State gets rolling on offense.
On this drive, it's Morgan going through the air. How's it, man? Touchdown, Jonas Portillion. Oh,
The Tigers defense continues playing at a championship level.
Plenty of time for Eric Phoenix, who absorbs a lot of contact. And the Tigers back on the field on offense. Jacoby Morgan has a man wide open. That's Isaiah Spencer down the seam. And Gerard Washington, you got to believe, is Irv Mulligan time. As Irv Mulligan sneaks in another.
Jackson State's defense gets another stop,
Dyson Roberts,
but South Carolina State pins them deep on their own one.
What a job.
Tigers get in field goal range at a chance at a 3-score before half, but a failure on special teams leave it 14-0.
South Carolina State out of Houston.
With 1 second left in the half, the defense continuing to prove they are one of the best in the country.
Jackson State, that's Anthony Petty, the free safety on the return. All he needs is a little more room. Oh!
But just like the punt return, penalties take them back.
Jackson State, holding, return team, number 13. That's the end of the first half.
Making contact and wrapping up at the line of scrimmage.
With intentions to extend the lead, the Tigers make a crucial mistake to start the second half.
Comes up with the EINT to 2.
But in JSU defense, you trust.
Yes, but the pressure right up the gut. That's Ashton Taylor again. Demetrius Smith at center, back to Morgan. Morgan steps up, has a man wide open, a defender down for South Carolina State in the middle of the field, and Isaiah Spencer. He's got one down in the red zone already today. Irv Mulligan, the SWAC offensive player of the year, put the Tigers on his back again.
Taking a 21-0 lead, Jackson State sideline and fans can feel a championship coming their way.
The sack made by Big Nasty number 0. 42% on third.
But South Carolina State refuses to give in.
Right here, and that's number 12, Nigel Johnson, who's taken off. Does he have enough speed? Across the 20 for points. Caden High makes a move. Was it enough? The extra effort down. Loudest bark.
2-score game with 11 minutes to go. The Bulldogs speak life back into their team.
Phoenix.
Then it gets visually snatched by the Tigers.
The dark side defense once again, as a lot of lines flies out at the end of the play. Came back home. And is here in this national championship game, and he throws another touchdown to the hands of Jonas Fortillion. What a grab! But a special throw there from Jacoby Morgan.
With one final knee, the Jackson State University wins their first Celebration Bowl, crowning them the HBCU National Champions.
Taking back an HBCU National Championship to the city with soul. Third time was the charm for the Tigers.